What's going on, YouTube? Can't wait to start running today. Today's week 2, officially day 8. So tomorrow is my second dose of ivermectin, which I'm excited about because every time I take a dose, I just get in a super good mood that all the worms are dying. I could literally feel it. Like, it's a mental stimulus that happens. Like, it's not just like a placebo that me thinking that it's working. Like, I legit just get in a better mood, and it lasts like a day until I eat some crap. My gut just wants to tell me to eat something weird, and then I do by accident because I'm in such a good mood. I'm not really thinking about the consequences. Got my shoes right here. I'm gonna put them on and then, run with you guys. I'm glad I'm still waking up. I'm like glad to be awake, like the bed's not like calling my name as much as it used to. I mean, the parasites were like literally, they would pull me into bed and they would make me they would just make me sleep till 12. So I'm not saying just take my advice. I'd say do your research, do your due diligence. I'm just here to promote the idea that you should look into it. There is an over-the-counter medication you can take, which is on wormwarrior.com. And before I start running, I'm going to show you guys my gut. Has it gone down at all? I forgot what was I going to say? But let's start running. Man, all these negative thoughts, I swear they're coming from shit in your gut. Not actual shit, like worms and stuff. Cause I was just like, oh, my legs hurt. And then I had another thought that was like, stop being such a pussy. And then it made me not want to vlog that part, because it's like, oh, you gotta put on a certain front. You gotta look a certain way to people. You gotta act tough. You want people to follow you, don't you? That's like all the thoughts I was just getting. I don't know. My theory on mental health is that it's biological. It's not. There's no. I think these theories that it stems from trauma, like mental health disorders stem from trauma. I don't know. At least for me, like, I'm theorizing about myself. Not really. I'm not trying to be vague about it. Tell you how you feel about yourself. But this is really a mental health channel.
I know I don't have a traditional degree in psychology, so I mainly just study myself. But some of you might align with what I say. You might have a similar genetic makeup as me. So I feel like there's two types of people in this world. People who go after God and people who go after money. You know, spiritual goals versus material goals. I always ask myself, what would you do if you had all the money in the world? If like money was no object. That's Alan Watts. You know, imagine you lived out every single, well, just go watch Alan Watts. I'm not going to repeat it because he says it better than I do. But the one where he essentially says, like, what if God experienced all the pleasures in the world through individual beings? For 75 years, he lived every life. He lived like one life was extreme pleasure, and like he repeatedly, you know, it's great. But after so many iterations of pleasure, he's kind of like, you know what? Let me live a life where something surprising happens. It's not just all pleasure, you know. And he lives that for a while. He does that, comes out of it. He's like, you know, that was pretty great because I wasn't expecting certain things. He keeps iterating, I mean, there's pleasure, yeah, like he keeps the pleasure, but it's not as much. And then after a while, he starts living the life that you're living right now. So it's essentially like, what if you're God? And like, you're the soul consciousness, which is solipsism, which is interesting. So, if you were the only one here, what would you do if money wasn't an issue? You know, would you still get bogged down in the monkey stuff? Like money and social status and like Andrew Tate shit. He's like, oh, men want status. I agree with some of the stuff he says, like being a man is painful and take responsibility and all that. But other stuff, I'm just like, bro, you're a monkey. And he smokes cigars, which is bad for your lungs. I think my mental illness stems from misinterpreting memories. And like when I got high, I was like, oh shit, what if I've been interpreting this shit wrong all along? So I got really high and I was like interpreting my memories as real-time thought broadcasts from people I knew. But they were just like voices from other parts of my brain. And I was like, oh shit, maybe it has something to do with the economy. Like, I just made a decision, and now that person in real time is also making a decision right now that is trickling through the economy and manifesting itself as a thought in my head from that person. So it's not really mental illness, it's just when I do drugs, I forget how to like be nice to people. Like, I'm very angry. Not right now, like, but sometimes I get mad. I really do think it's from the Parasite stuff. I'm just very aware of myself, like my own thoughts. I do a lot of introspection. I like can pay attention to my dreams a lot. And then it's hard to snap out of it when you're high. So that's every time I got diagnosed, I had like some weed or some chronic, some mushrooms. So I just need to stay away from those things. I think I'm gonna put in my YouTube description, I'm gonna put, if money were no object, what would you do? And it's been 2 laps, so I'll leave that with you guys to think about. See you guys for day 9. Purge on. Worm Warriors out.